the Last Stronghold. The inspiration for this photo manipulation I got a while ago from a really cool artwork from internet, and today I decided to create my own version, and I will walk you through my process of creation. Due to the lack of time I had to create this artwork, there are so many small details missing from this photo manipulation that I had in mind to include it there, but it is how it is. I hope that you eventually liked it and that you got inspired from this whole episode to create something on your own and to pick up some really cool tips and tricks, because there are some really cool things that I included here. Also, this episode is sponsored by Envato Elements, and because of the Envato Elements I got some really cool 3D objects that I included there. Also, all the photos are from Envato Elements, etc. In case you don't know, Envato Elements is a huge website where you can find all the assets that you need for practically any project that you're creating. Beside my favorite parts, those 3D objects, they have a huge library of it, and that's really cool because you can rotate them and position them however you want and use it in a proper angle and proper orientation in your photo manipulation. They have millions of stock photos, stock videos, audio files, sound effects, intros, outros for your videos, really cool templates, really cool effects, transitions from Premiere Pro, After Effects, Final Cut Pro, DaVinci Resolve. Great library of really cool fonts that you can use to stand out among the others because they have some really unique fonts there, and plenty of other things that you can find on Envato Elements, and all of that is pretty affordable if you go with the annual plan. It's just $16.5 per month, and also you can try it out with a link down there in the description, and you have unlimited downloads, which is really cool, and everything is licensed. So check out Envato Elements, follow the link down in the description, try it for yourself, and now let's start this really cool photo manipulation. Let the fun begin. After some modeling in Blender, I rendered everything out and went over to Photoshop. So here you can see some 3D models, and now I started to place some photos. This is the ocean surface from Envato Elements, and as you can see I just place it over everything and put the city over the top of the ocean surface, and it's already looking good. So these waves, as you can see right here, I make it black and white and then put it in a screen blending mode. So in that case I can use only those white portion of the waves without the water surface. I didn't want that water surface, I want the first one that I put it here. So in this way I could use it and position it and copy it as many times as I need to make the effect that I want. So this is one cool way if you want to extract these kind of parts of the water, this kind of small waves or whatever you want to call it, and put it over the top of existing water surface. Now is the time to create waterfalls, and I didn't have time to paint everything manually. It's pretty time consuming, so I needed a different approach. Check this out. I use fibers, so filter, render fibers, and then just motion blur it, and I got really cool waterfalls. Also I use levels to adjust it a little bit more, and this is the result that you can see on the screen. I really like it. I placed that layer over the top of the cliff, added a little bit more bluish tint over everything, and it's really cool. So after that I will just use my custom cloud dust smoke brush and paint the rest of the water and blend it a little bit better with everything. So you can see now I'm painting everything over the top of the water surface there and making like a foam of water, that small waves, and blending everything nicely with the waterfalls. Here I started to add some small details in the scene, like these small rocks. Actually, they're big rocks at the edge of the water surface, so just at the beginning of the waterfalls. And then I realized that I don't have time to create everything that I wanted, so I just went with a few rocks here and there, and then basically decided not to do that, because adding these things, it's pretty time consuming. It's really easy. Just add a rock, add a shadow, adjust a little bit more water around it, as you can see right there, and that's it. But it takes time, so I wanted to add even more details here, even more rocks, bigger, smaller, and also a few things at the top of the photo in the water surface, but unfortunately I didn't have time for that, so I'm just showing you some small details. It would be cool to have even more things there, but it is how it is. So here you can see I'm just adding more saturation in the brighter parts of the city, and now I decided to change the lower surface down there of the water at the end of the waterfall, because I didn't like what I had, so I just went with this kind of a beach and a lot of waves down there, and that has sense in my mind. So I adjusted that, changed the color, and basically again used my custom made smoke dust cloud brush to paint more waves there. Now I added these spaceships to populate the scene even more. I already had them as models because I already used them in one of my previous photo manipulations, and here I am adding this glow. It's pretty simple and easy process. I have a full playlist dedicated to glow, so if you want to know how to create really cool glow effects in Photoshop, check out my playlist. And also I motion blur the spaceship that is closer to the camera, this one right here, to make a better impression that is actually moving fast. And also I added a little bit of the smoke at the back of that spaceship, so just to simulate the effect that maybe it's hit, maybe it's some malfunction, maybe it's whatever you want to imagine, but it's really cool eye-catching detail with that smoke, and I really liked it. Also, I'm adding this part of the land right here in the photo in the upper left corner. I wanted to add something else there, but that other thing would take much more time, so this was much faster. So I wanted to have something there, and it was really simple and straightforward process. Just added that, removed the water, and it's here. Added some shadow, and that's it. Also, I changed the color a little bit more towards the orange. Now I merged everything together into one layer, converted it into smart object, and went to camera raw to do a final color grading, and this is my final result. This is my final result. As I already said at the beginning, there are a lot of small details missing in this artwork, but because of the lack of the time I had to create this, it is how it is. I still hope that you like it. Let me know down in the comments what do you think about this artwork, do you like it or not. And also I really hope that you pick up some really cool ideas, tips, tricks and techniques from this video that you can use in your future photo manipulations. If you want to learn more about color grading and things like that, check out this video. Have fun experimenting and see you next fun episode. Bye bye.